It's primary election day in Arkansas, North Carolina, and Texas. In North Carolina, early in-person voting ended Saturday. Today finishes the 51-day voting window for that state. Polls close at 7:30 p.m. in North Carolina time. And winners advancing to the U.S. Senate race expected to be known quickly. Some of the most recognized are Roy Cooper for Democrats and Michael Whatley for Republicans. Two other congressional primaries are also garnering attention. The redrawn 1st congressional district race between 5 Republicans and the 4th congressional district race for Democrats. Voter registrations were net changed downward for overall and for each of the major voting blocks in North Carolina, according to Saturday's update from the State Board of Elections. A big question in any election, not just who wins, but what is voter turnout? So clearly, be watching thecentersquare.com for the latest there. In Texas, one of the most contentious races is for U.S. Senate, where 2 Republicans are challenging incumbent U.S. Senator John Cornyn, Attorney General Ken Paxton, and U.S. Representative Wesley Hunt. Now, Paxton, he's been embroiled in legal battles stemming from allegations related to his impeachment by the Texas House, which was led by Republicans. His current and former staff are still embroiled in lawsuits. And Paxton's also lost conservative group endorsements who've cited marital infidelity as a top reason. Hunt has come under heavy criticism for missing almost a quarter of floor House votes last year. During the campaign season in January, Hunt missed nearly all floor votes. Cornyn's voting record in support of Trump policies surpasses 90%, and he's received the most endorsements from Texas leaders, business, law enforcement, and other groups, and he's also the incumbent. But with those 3 candidates in Texas, there could be a need for a runoff election, which in Texas is scheduled May 26th. It's not just seats in Congress that are up for grabs. In states across the country throughout this election year, state house seats are also possibly contended. In Texas, 3 Democrats and 4 Republicans are running statewide for state comptroller, and all 150 House districts in the Texas House of Representatives are up for election for a 2-year term. 16 state Senate seats in Texas are up for a 4-year term. Arkansas joins North Carolina and Texas in their primary elections today. All 3 also have runoff dates scheduled later on. Next week, Mississippi voters take to the polls. The following week, Illinois voters cast votes. May is also a busy primary month with Indiana, Ohio, Nebraska, West Virginia, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, Idaho, Kentucky, Oregon, and Pennsylvania. Some of those states also have runoff elections scheduled after the primary election. So that's just a handful of states. Now, the other states going to be voting in their primaries in the months after. But the latest, the very last state to have a primary election before November 3rd is Delaware, which is scheduled September 15th. Each state may fall into a certain category of a primary. This is important for voters to know. Either an open primary, a closed primary, or a semi-closed primary. In closed primaries, only registered party members are allowed to vote. In semi-closed primaries, registered party members and unaffiliated voters are allowed to cast ballots. And in open primaries, all voters are allowed to vote. For today's elections, North Carolina is a semi-closed primary state. Texas and Arkansas are open primary states.